The Best of Friends by Shen Roddy and Sally Ann Lambert. Hippo and Pig were neighbours. They lived in a winding lane with a tall green hedge between their houses. On Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, Hippo waddled over to Pig's house for peppermint tea and chocolate donuts. On Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, Pig trotted over to Hippo's for a cool mud bath. One Sunday, the day when they stayed at home, Pig decided to knit Hippo a scarf. "It'll be finished just in time for his birthday," said Pig, and started to knit.
Excited!
That same Sunday, Hippo decided to do something nice and neighbourly for Pig. "I'll cut down the hedge between us," he thought. "Then we can see into each other's houses and really be friends." He got out his shears, climbed up a ladder and began to clip the hedge. Snip, snip, snip went the shears. Wobble, wobble, wobble went the ladder. The tall green hedge got shorter and shorter. "Wallowing walruses!" exclaimed Hippo, peering over the hedge. "I can see Pig in her house. She's knitting a scarf. I bet it's a present for my birthday." Hippo hurried into his house. "I'd better make a present for Pig," he said, and got out his modelling clay. Just then, Pig looked up from her knitting. "Fluttering flamingos!" exclaimed Pig. "The hedge has shrunk." Pig stared right into Hippo's house. "He's making a mug with a pig on it. I'm sure it's a present for my birthday." As Pig watched, Hippo waddled into another room and flopped onto a settee. He started chewing his toenails, all 16 of them. "Revolting," thought Pig.
Revolting!
Then Hippo went off to cook lunch. As he cooked, he kept licking the ladle and putting it back in the pot. Shrieked Pig in horror as she thought of all the bowls of soup she had drunk at Hippo's house. She had seen quite enough. She needed a snack. Hippo looked up and saw Pig through the window. As he watched, Pig pounced on a pile of cream buns and stuffed them all down in one go. It made Hippo feel sick. "Time for some exercise," said Pig, belching loudly. "Dancing is very good exercise," said Pig as she sucked in her breath to button her tutu. She whirled and she whirled, then snap! The tutu burst and Pig fell flat on her face. Hippo roared with laughter. He had never seen Pig look so funny. Pig heard Hippo chuckling and looked out of the window. "Hippo!" shouted Pig. "Are you watching me?" "Yes, Pig," answered Hippo. "You were gorging cream buns and falling flat on your face." Pig blushed. "Well," she said, "you were chewing your toenails and licking your soup ladle." "You were watching me," they cried. "No, I wasn't," they shouted. "Yes, you were," they yelled. Pig drew her pink curtains. Hippo pulled down his green blinds. After that, Pig and Hippo stopped seeing each other. Every day, Pig drank peppermint tea alone in her garden. Every day, Hippo took a mud bath all by himself. Meanwhile, the hedge grew back tall and green. At last, it was Hippo's birthday. She picked up the scarf and she had knitted and crept over to Hippo's house. "Happy birthday, Hippo," she said shyly. "Oh, Pig, what a lovely surprise." "Thank you," Hippo said as he unwrapped the scarf. "I have a present for you too, but you'll have to wait until your birthday. You'll never guess what it is." They both laughed. And as it was Monday, Hippo went back to Pig's house for peppermint tea, chocolate donuts and a special iced cake. Pig and Hippo were the best of friends again, but ever after, back in their own homes, they did exactly as they pleased.
Exactly.